Well, Rich Miles, High Street Pharmacy Retmo Football pregame show just about to wrap up here with the coin flip, and Tim Barnes has been an avid watcher of coin flips and says the Tigers have done very well this year.
6-0.
6-0 on coin flips. Let's see if they can keep it going. Let's see who can calculate the odds of that first.
7-0.
There you go.
I believe 1 in 128 would be the odds of winning 7 consecutive coin flips. You'd go 2 times 2 to the 7th power, right? 2 times. I think that is how you would calculate it.
I'll go with that.
So there you go. 7-0 on coin flips. Tim Barnes, statistics galore. Rich Miles, what do you expect out of tonight?
I expect this to be a close game. It's two teams that are looking for getting back on the winning side of the schedule. The COC is a very tough schedule for everybody. Doesn't make any difference who you are. Everybody has at least one loss, excluding Nixa, and that's going to be a great game, the Nixa Webb City game that's going on down the field. But I expect this Republic team to hopefully come out here on the opening drive, and the defense show a good stand here, and hopefully we can get Carl Junction's offense off the field early. A great way to kind of set the mood or tone in the first half is when your defense goes out and makes the opposing offense go 3 and out really quickly.
Well, let's see what they can do. Andre Northrup has it teed up for the Tigers.
Opening kickoff, everybody up.
And we're just about ready to go here in Carl Junction. Good deep kick all the way back inside the 5. And they're going to run a little razzle-dazzle, and the Tigers don't bite. They handed it off a couple of times.
What was that?
Tigers were there. I think Dalton Parks was the first one to get him.
Dalton was on there, and I think Bryce Clark was in on that too. Great job on not being fooled by the ball being handed off to a different person. Great job. Everybody did their position. When you're on kickoff, you tell your guys to stay in your lanes, and that means everybody just literally does not veer off and allow big holes for the return guys.
So Alex Baker in at quarterback, he has hurt the Tigers recently. Oh, yes, and if you see over here on the near sideline, you can see it down in the bottom corner of the screen. It's the old poster board play calling. I always like watching the plays called in. We'll have to watch. A lot of times during presidential election seasons, the symbols involve various candidates on the play calling. So, Tim, keep track of how many presidential candidates you see tonight. And the question is, do you know more than 2 that you could recognize? I'm not even going to answer. Baker turns and hands it off, coming near side. And barreling his way forward is Brady Sims, the senior running back. Sims picks up the first down, out past the 35-yard line to about the 37.
And Carl Junction, the past years on the offense, they will definitely mix it up. They're a team that is pretty even in the pass and run. So our defense has definitely got to not be fooled on what could possibly be a run play, even though it may look like a run play, or be a good time to run it. Carl Junction will throw the ball even if it's 3rd and short.
3-man front for the Tigers, so they are clearly ready
Ball's
for
on the ground.
Yep, and Baker fell on it. They were ready for a pass. Sandridge got in there and jumped on him before. Well, not really what he was going to do after he jumped on it, but Sandridge made sure he was down, and that was that.
Carl Junction starting off in the pistol look. You have the QB in the shotgun, usually the running back is either to the left or right, but they've got the running back behind the QB. Pass up in the air, and looking for number 17. It was that Cole Stewart, and the ball was just going to be thrown slightly out of reach there.
Hey, he just turned the wrong way. I mean, really, I think if
Yes.
he'd have turned toward the sideline instead of toward the middle of the field, that would have been possibly a touchdown for Carl Junction.
But brings up a huge third down here. 3rd and 14.
Take a look at it again.
Oh,
Pass is incomplete.
And another incomplete pass. So 2 incompletions in a row by Baker. Brings up a 4th down at 14, and Carl Junction will have to punt it away.
and great way for our defense to start the game here. Make Carl Junction punt from their own side of the field. Right now, the best things that we can do is just have a very clean return.
High kick is going to land right around the 42-yard line and just softly go into the night, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So 10:23 left to go in the first quarter, and the Tigers will take over for the first time. No score at Carl Junction. Good defensive stand to start the game for Republic.
Yeah, and this is going to be great field position for the offense to start off here on the 40-yard line. That has not always been the case the past couple weeks. It always kind of seems like our offense was pinned back deep inside our own 20 to start our drives. So hopefully this will be a good sign for things to come on this drive.
Meads goes in motion and takes the handoff. Kind of slipped out of one tackle and takes it out to about the 45. Gain of about 5 yards on first down for Ezekiel Meads.
I like that right there to start the game off. Meads did not go down on first contact. He was able to just kind of keep driving his feet and was able to break through one possible tackle, and it took the guy who eventually tackled him a lot of effort there to take him down.
Man in motion again. This time they give it to Sterling going the opposite way. And he takes it out near midfield, just short of a first down, it looks like.
So far, the offensive line's doing a really good job. Both running plays. The running backs had pretty decent holes there for them to run through.
Yep, and they're back up to the line quickly. Gammon Beckner tries the hard count. And now looks over at the bench for the signal from the coaching staff on the far side of the field. He's going to keep it, tries to get to the corner, and can't. Coming in and making the hit for Carl Junction was Hunter Rao, senior defensive end, and that brings up 4th down and 2, and I think the Tigers are going to go for it here. They're not far enough toward midfield. Nope, they're going to punt it. I would not have been surprised to see him go for it, but they will kick it away. And Meads will be back there to punt. He's had a good couple of games since they put him out there the first time. Not much pressure, has time to get it off and kicks it toward the sideline. Takes a Republic bounce down inside the 20, inside the 15, and down at about the 14-yard line. That was Sterling who got over and put the hand on it to down it. And Carl Junction will run out there with 8:21 left to go in the first quarter. And they'll try again.
So far here early in this game, it has been a defensive ball game. Neither offense is really able to do too much. Looking at Carl Junction's offensive line, they've got some big boys there. I think their center, is over 350 pounds.
And Baker gives it to the man on the sweep. Coming up and making the tackle is Bryce Clark, I think. No, it was Tristan Hicks.
Also one, 2nd down and 11.
we've said Tristan's name quite a few times the past couple weeks. Seems like he's been the defensive player that's been just wreaking a lot of havoc against the opposing offense in the backfield. A lot of that has been some big hits too.
Yep, three-man front again for the Tigers and showing blitz with a linebacker. And Baker under pressure, slips away from one man and tackled at the goal line. Is it a safety? No, but almost. Oh, no. See, this happens every time. It wasn't the goal line. It was the 5. The situation here is that the press box is not very high up, so the perspective is not as high as we usually are. And I remember every time we come to Carl Junction, I lose track of which yard line they're on. It's just not as easy to see the perspective on the field. So I thought that was near the goal line, looking through the binoculars and realized it was the 5. Still a big loss. 3rd and 19 coming up. Quick throw over to the near side. Little screen, slipped away from one man and nowhere to go. Driven out of bounds, short of the 20. Well short of the first down, and they only got back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a couple of yards beyond that. And with 7:02 remaining in the first quarter, Carl Junction will have to punt it away. So a couple of good defensive stands by the Tigers.
Yeah, that time our defense had great penetration on every single play. It seemed like every single play we had at least one, if not two, of Tigers in the backfield just messing things up. And this is the time right here where you bring a little bit more effort here to try to block the punt when the punter is literally standing on his own goal line.
Had to jump to get it and then took a couple of steps before he punted away. High kick goes out near the 40. Republic will have it in Carl Junction territory to start the drive. And the defense is certainly given an opportunity to the Tigers to make some hay here in the early going. 6:58 left to go in the first quarter. Our scoreboard sponsor in the first quarter is Absolute Roofing. Thanks to Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing for their longtime support of Republic Tiger Sports. So 6:58 left in the first quarter. Tigers back at it. Beckner back out there at quarterback. He's got Memphis Maples next to him. They give it to Maples. He sidesteps a man and then runs into a couple of other tacklers and is pushed back. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. Good push by the defensive front of Carl Junction, and Maples had nowhere to go. No, that wasn't Maples. It wasn't 2. It was... Did you say 24? Yeah, Tim's over there giving me signals. Okay, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Connor Sandridge. Sandridge was in there. I saw the 2 in the backfield. Meads tries to get to the outside. Can't. Never could turn the corner, really. And it brings up 3rd down and 10 for Republic. The defense for Carl Junction has been about as good as Republic's defense so far.
Well, Republic has done 5 run plays in a row. I wonder if they'll try to take a shot and put the ball up in the air. I also think this possibly be 4-down territory too.
Yeah, I would think so too. Unless you get sacked here. Oh, and the snap was no good. Beckner gets it away and somehow got the pass off in almost in catchable range.
Yeah, he did the best he could there due to the fact that it was a low snap, kind of caught it around his feet there.
Intended for who I assume is Aiden Gregory, number 84, not on the roster. Gregory had to swap jerseys last week and was number 6. So now he's still not 80. He's still not his normal number, but it's close to his normal number, so I'm guessing that was him. Good punt. It's going to bounce and go into the end zone. Touchback, and Carl Junction will take over on the 20-yard line with 5:47 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Quickly back to action. Tigers and Bulldogs locked in a scoreless tie with just under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Baker at quarterback, claps, gets the snap, hands it off, And coming out to the outside, getting around a block and to the edge.
First down, Bulldogs.
Was Brady Sims. That was number 9, right? The PA announcer said that was Baker with the carry, but I think that was 9 Sims. Baker gives it to Sims, and that time in the backfield. Wrapping him up and bringing him down. Who is that on the bottom of the pile getting up?
Yeah, 77, you had Dean Markham in on that tackle.
I think the first one there was Tommy DeAndrea. So again, a tackle for loss for DeAndrea. He's got several of those this year. 5:20 left to go, and it's 2nd and 10. Quick pass over here on the side, and a good job by Sandridge to wrap him up, grab the leg, and not let go.
Yeah, Connor did a great job. Some of the toughest tackles to make are those open air tackles where you've got a skill player like a receiver running back that is kind of shifty, always trying to put the moves on you, and if you're able to just kind of break down, get yourself under control, and essentially wrap the defender, or I'm sorry, the offensive guy around the legs, it's all good.
Under 5 to go. They're going to throw it out in the flat, and it is complete. I don't think the defender saw the pass coming. That was Buford on the coverage, and he got turned around. Didn't see that the pass was on the way. And so a first down into Republic territory for the first time is Carl Junction. 4:36 left to go in the first quarter. Really disappointed in the fairly boring nature of the poster boards that coaching staff's gone with for Carl Junction. Around the far sideline, a gain of about 7. On first down, brings up 2nd down and 3. And the clock ticks down under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
You don't quite see the boards quite as much as you used to. Like in the early 2000s, the Oregon Ducks were notorious for putting all sorts of things.
Man goes in motion, and they run it up the middle. That, again, was Brady Sims.
44, Whitworth.
Jarrett Whitworth with the tackle.
First down, Bulldogs.
And another first down for Carl Junction. They've gotten things kind of on the move now.
3-yard line.
Look like they found a little bit of a groove offensively.
And like we were talking about earlier, Carl Junction is definitely a team that tries to keep things balanced. They're definitely not pass or run heavy. They try to do a little bit of both.
Speaking of pass, they're going to throw it, and almost picked off, and then on the deflection, Parks almost had an opportunity to get it on the deflection. That would have been a fun one.
Yeah, a deflection off the helmet.
Let's take a look at it again. That better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center.
31 with the strong kicks.
So on 2nd and 10, they gain about 5.
3rd down and 5.
Crucial 3rd down here. I would imagine that Carl Junction is still going to go for it even if they don't get the first down here. Little option play.
Yep, pitch to the outside and near the chain, knocked out of bounds over on the far sideline. I think they're going to give it to him, but we'll see.
First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, he got knocked out right at the chains. Chain gain over there, just dropped the marker. So far, we've seen Carl Junction do some zone read, some option, just straight power, giving the fullback or the tailback the ball just between the tackles, and they've also opened it up with pass play.
Hand off again, short gain as the Tigers bottled them up on the inside. Tommy DeAndrea makes the tackle. And it'll be 2nd down and about 9 for Carl Junction, down to 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. No score from Carl Junction. You can see along the bottom of the screen a couple of good games in the COC tonight, including a big one just up the road. Undefeated Nixa against one-loss Webb City. And on the run, they hit Noah Southern. Takes it ahead to about the 21-yard line. Gain of 6 or so. And it's 3rd and 4 for Carl Junction. Big play here. Like you said, on the other end of the field. 2-down territory, obviously, for Carl Junction here. With 2:08 remaining. Clock is stopped.
Last time Carl Junction had a 3rd down, they ran an option play to the left. That'd be definitely something to keep in mind.
Send a man in motion. Baker gives it to Sims. He's wrapped up, but gets away from the tackle and picks up the 1st down. Second effort by Brady Sims, the senior running back. And this is a team that is very senior heavy. In fact, Dustin Baldwin said, we talked about during the Ozark game in preparation for it, how senior dominated Ozark was. He thought that there were probably more seniors playing for Carl Junction than there were for Ozark. So definitely an experienced team that Coach Buckmaster has on the field this year. Sims picks his way forward down to about the 5. 1:31 left to go in the first.
What also makes a difference, too, for Carl Junction is not only the senior dominance, but it is a senior class that has essentially just kind of been a group that has grown up together. This is the same group that a lot of these guys played very young as sophomores. And a couple years ago, we were talking about just how young this Carl Junction team was because most of them were sophomores. And now, fast forward 2 years later, these guys have so much experience.
They barrel their way down toward the goal line. Not in yet. Down inside the 1. And it'll be 3rd and goal. And it's a tough situation defensively because you don't know what to do against a team like Carl Junction. Like you said, they'll do so many different things.
I think Carl Junction had.
Oh.
Yeah, they had 2 guys moving before the ball was snapped, or as the ball was being snapped.
Big break for the Tigers. So instead of 3rd and inches, it's going to be 3rd and 6. Down to 35 seconds left to go in the quarter. Sims in the backfield behind the quarterback Baker. They're going to throw it. It is tipped. Good defensive play. Getting a hand up there was Hayden Jones. And it brings up 4th down. So the Tiger defense has been in this situation this season before.
Yes, good job to Hayden because last week, 2 touchdowns that Joplin scored when Joplin was in this same position was 2 slant routes. And that time Jones did a good job of staying on the inside of the receiver, not allowing the receiver to get one inside of him.
So the Tigers defense gets the stop in the red zone.
Oh, good block.
And the kick is blocked. And down back around the 19-yard line, and the defense turns away Carl Junction. So the Tiger D comes up big, and with 7 seconds left in the first quarter, the Tigers are going to take over the ball.
That was huge. That was Avery Moody that came across and did exactly what you practice over and over again. Is you literally tell the guy to lay out. They literally do a Superman move where you're stretched out as far as you can. You extend the arms and the hands, and he did the textbook thing that you practice over and over and over again. And that saves some points being put up on the scoreboard.
The Tigers get the ball back. Still no score. This will be the last play of the quarter, unless it's a real quick incomplete slant. Beckner still out there, looks to throw, does throw it, and it is on the ground, incomplete. Well, so it was a real quick incomplete pass anyway. And 3.1 seconds left.
Was that intended for Ezekiel Meads?
I did not catch a number.
I think it was. I think there was Ezekiel Meads out there.
Three seconds left. And man goes in motion. That is Buford. They give it to him, and he is wrapped up short of the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers hit for a loss on the run by Buford. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. No score at the end of one. We'll be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Pinniger Chevrolet is proud we continue to serve Springfield and Southwest Missouri as we have for over 40 years. The Pinniger Chevrolet family treat each of our customers like family and exceed every expectation, not only in the large selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, but also the quality of pre-owned vehicles to fit any budget. Whether you need a new vehicle, have yours serviced, or need some body repair, pick Pinniger every time. Find new roads in Republic or online at PinnigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinniger every time.
Tigers ready to take over after the big play by Avery Moody to block the field goal attempt, keeping the game scoreless. Beckner's going to throw it, flushed out of the pocket, keeps his eyes upfield, and finally hit for another big loss. And so the Tigers going backwards on this drive. Just underway here in the second quarter, and our second quarter scoreboard sponsor is Destiny Church. Pursuing God and loving life, that's Destiny Church. And it's fourth down and long for Republic, and now it's the Tigers' turn to punt it from deep in their own territory. Ezekiel Meads is going to be about 7 yards deep in the end zone when he takes the snap. Kick taken around the 36, 37-yard line or so, and that is where the Bulldogs will take over. 11-16 left to go in the second quarter.
One of the tough things there is the fact that the defense does a great job. You know, the bend but don't break mentality, block the field goal, set up the offense for an opportunity to possibly go up, and they go 3 and out, and your defense that was out there on a long drive is right back on the field.
And especially disheartening after you got the big stop. Markham was in there to help take down Sims, and so was Tristan Hicks. Under 11 to go.
Gain of 3, second down and 7.
You don't need to. He's not a running quarterback. He's not a running quarterback.
Little quick pass in the slot. Tigers there to stop them short of the first down. Buford and Markham both in there. Third and 1. A long one or a short 2?
I think Republic, there was confusion on the Republic defense, and I think there's a player down too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought that he was slow to get up. Somebody was slow to get up. Don't see who it is, but we'll let them do their work and take a quick break. No score here. 10-12 left to go in the second quarter. You're watching Tiger football on Republic Tiger Sports.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs with a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com.
Back to action here in the second quarter. It was Dean Markham, the injured player. Got up, made his way off the field under his own power, but was limping, so we'll keep an eye on whether he comes back out. And with just a three-man front the Tigers have been running, he was a key part of that up front and had a good start to the game, as the whole Tiger defense has, holding Carl Junction scoreless to this point. And flying in there and nearly making the stop was Whitworth, and got away from him, but he slowed the play down well enough to help the Tigers come up and force a fourth down, 4th and 1.
Yeah, that was a huge stop right there. It kind of looked like there was going to be an opening off there to the right, and Whitworth and a couple other guys came flying into the last second. Was able to trip up the back there. It's a huge 4th down right here, and it kind of looks like Carl Junction's going to talk things over.
Yep. Coach Buckmaster wants to talk to the troops on a big 4th and about 2 with 9:15 left to go in the first half. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
With virtual grocery shopping, birthday parties, and even yoga, it seems everyone is doing things virtually. At Cox Health, we have 2 virtual care options to make it even easier to get the care you need from your home or workplace. Virtual visits on demand to see the first available Cox Health provider, and our new virtual visits for primary and specialty care. Now, you can schedule a virtual appointment for adult wellness exams and other routine care with a physician you already know and trust. To learn more, visit Cox Health at coxhealth.com.
Back to action on a big 4th and 2 with 9:15 left to go in the first half. Tiger defense trying to get another stop on downs. Baker gets the play. Throws it in the middle. It is caught, and it's a first down for Carl Junction. Caught by Noah Southern. And the Bulldogs keep the drive alive and take it inside the 25-yard line.
Carl Junction receiver just did a little shallow slant crossing route. Was able to get the ball just across the first down marker.
Under pressure, Baker has to run. He's got room. Looked back to see if he could turn back the other direction, and he was being pursued by Micah Erickson, and decided, well, I'm just going to have to take it to the sideline and take my chances. Still managed to pick up about 2 or 3 yards, and it brings up second and about 7 with 8.5 left in the first half.
Micah did a really good job of getting the backfield, putting pressure on the QB, and just disrupting everything. Looked like he was trying to look a little bit farther downfield for a deeper route, but just wasn't there because Micah was in his face.
Well, it's been a while. I don't remember if we had a game go scoreless to halftime. Not that there's still plenty of time in this one, but this is a low-scoring game, lower than we usually have, and Carl Junction needs another timeout. So 2 timeouts called on this drive by Carl Junction. Not maybe something you would expect from a senior-dominated team, but they called them nonetheless. We'll take a break as well. 8:04 left to go in the first half. Back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools, or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric.
Second down and 8. Carl Junction back on the field, and so is the Republic defense. Baker and Brady Sims in the backfield again. He's going to throw it, and over the middle, and a missed tackle, and into the end zone. Dalton Parks had him, let him go. And there's the first touchdown of the game by Carl Junction, and they take a 6-0 lead.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. That's why the open field tackles are some of the hardest but the most important tackles to make sometimes when you're out there having to make the tackle all by yourself and you don't have any assistance by any other defender. And the receiver just was hit on the run, and Dalton just couldn't take down the receiver's momentum and spun out of his hands, and into the end zone he goes.
Kick is good. And with 7:57 left to go in the first half, Carl Junction takes a 7-0 lead. Let's take a look at that touchdown again. It's right over the middle, and you can see Parks just not quite in position, and he bangs the turf in disgust as he realizes, I let him get away. That better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. So 7-0. The Tigers fall behind and need to put something together offensively.
And the past two drives for the Republic offense have been pretty short-lived. The last one was a quick 3-and-out after a good job on the defense blocking the field goal.
Curious, how many yards does Republic have in this first half? Can you tell yet, Tim?
Yes, I mean, all three possessions are 3-and-out.
On the run to the 30, out to the 32-yard line. That was Memphis Maples on the return. Slipped down.
Total yards, -3.
Ooh, that's even worse than I thought it was going to be when I asked.
Yeah, the last drive literally went backwards. It's probably where most of the negative yardage came from. They just need to be great, obviously, to just get that first down of the game. There's been too many times where our team hasn't had a first down going into the second quarter.
And Moody's out there at quarterback, and he's going to run it. I wondered if they might switch it up and go for a different look. The look they give with Beckner has been obviously not a success against this Carl Junction scheme, and so they put Moody out there, and he gained 6 on first down. He had a good drive in the second quarter, right before halftime at Joplin last week. Buford started to cut it in and did that twice, kept going to the edge, but the defense strung him out, and nowhere to go. Not much running room. Going to bring up third down for the Tigers, and about 6, so they lost a couple.
That play just hasn't been there so far. They've tried that play where Chase is coming across the field and they try to string it out, and the Carl Junction defense has just been there, and Chase just doesn't have any place to run. And I think the 2 or 3 times that we've done that so far have resulted in loss of yards.
Hayden Jones is split out wide to the near side. Buford on this side as well. They've got Meads in the slot. Moody is going to toss it to Meads out here on the near sideline. He is hit and driven back, but bounces off and gains another yard. Still short of the first down, though, by a couple of yards. Brings up fourth down, and the Tigers are going to kick it away.
This has been so totally different from what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. The past handful of years that Republic and Carl Junction have played on Friday nights have been very high-scoring games, and it's led to really long first half and second half of the games.
Another good punt, drives the return man back. He drops it and falls on it. Boy, it seems like the Tigers' opponents do more dropping of the ball and being able to recover it. They have done that several times this year, and I don't remember if the Tigers have recovered a muffed kick all year.
I don't think so either. We've definitely got some fumble recoveries, but you're exactly right. There hasn't been any on the punt or kick return so far.
So Carl Junction will try to drive down and score. Late onto the field, Cooper Lander runs out, but got out there in time. 5:53 left to go in the half. And they're going to go long. And it is overthrown. Had his man beat on the coverage was Hayden Jones, but they threw it too far upfield. It was intended for Nathan Planchard. No, Drew Patterson. And it brings up second down and 10 with 5:47 left. You know, if Carl Junction had hit on a couple of those longer passes, this game would not be as close as it is.
You're right. Every time that the Carl Junction has tried to launch it downfield, they just haven't been on target.
Yeah, they've had receivers open. They're going to throw it long again, and good coverage coming up and making the hit.
Is that Avery Moody?
Yep, Moody came up and did it.
Avery Moody did a great job on timing that too. As soon as the ball is touching the receiver's hand, he's able to make the hit and jar the ball out.
5:43 left in the half, and the clock stops with the incomplete pass.
Right, I'm not really impressed with Carl Junction's play cards down there. Almost look like children's diagrams. There you go.
Under pressure. Sandridge can't get him. Throws it on the run. It is complete, and it's going to be a first down. Great job by the receiver. That was Drew Byer, who came back to the ball, just like you're supposed to do, and completed the pass. And a good job by Alex Baker to elude the pressure.
Yeah, we had a couple of D linemen out there, and one of the things you got to do is you got to corral the QB. You got to get yourself under control, and what you call is an athletic stance there. And those guys were just a little out of control there when they came to guard for the QB, and the QB was able to just backtrack where he came from. And like you had mentioned, the receiver for Carl Junction just mirrored his QB. He came back to help his QB and was able to get the first down.
Baker takes the snap, under pressure on the blitz, and nowhere to go. The blitz gets him, and it was Sandridge who got back there first.
That was a blitz, a linebacker blitz. Just how quickly Connor is able to get in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, nobody was close to stopping him. Look at it again. Well, we won't look at it again. We're going to go back to live action. Took me too long to get it started.
Oh, interception. Good job.
Up and making the play. Who was that? Buford, who got up and got it. And the Tigers get a big turnover.
Yeah, the Carl Junction pass was just thrown short, and Chase kind of looked like Chase was going to be burnt a little bit. He allowed the receiver to get past him, but luckily the ball was thrown short, and he was there for the pickoff.
This one we can take a look at again. Got back, and great ups by Buford to go up and get it. And that better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Tigers have it back. 4:17 left to go in the half. A chance to tie it up, and Moody's going to go up top, and he's got a man open. It's Buford, and he dropped the ball. Just got spun around, and I think he started to take off upfield before he had it in his grasp. Oh.
Yeah, he got kind of spun around too, and there wasn't anybody between him and the end zone. I like the call, though, on 1st and 10, trying to take a deep shot there late here in the second quarter.
Moody's going to keep it that time and nowhere to go.
It's one of those, that previous play there, that pass play is definitely something that hopefully Coach Baldwin remembers and keeps in his back pocket there. Is definitely a play to try again later. If Chase can get that open the first time, good shot that he can do it again the second time.
You know, the defense has been told, well, when Beckner's in there, be ready for the pass, but Moody's more likely to throw it. They're going to take the shot, and that time he throws it too far, and receiver complaining that he wanted the flag, didn't get it. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 12 for the Tigers.
No, they did call.
Oh, they did call it.
They did call it. The flag was thrown by a receiver back towards our offense, so it wasn't the referee that you would think that would normally throw the flag. So huge turn of events right there, looking like it was possibly going to be another punt situation.
Watch him coming upfield.
For Republic.
It may have happened a little bit before that. First down for the Tigers, and a good gain. Down to 3.5 left in the second quarter. And on the move into Carl Junction territory. So finally, the offense has started to move the ball a little bit.
That was a great run by Avery Moody there. That play's been there so many times throughout the season.
Give it to Meads, and he bounced out to the outside and then went into the pile, disappeared momentarily, and then came flying back out the backside, pushed out by 2 or 3 Bulldogs. And a big run, 1st down and more, hit and dropped at about the 15-yard line.
Was that Avery Moody?
That was Moody, yeah.
Gotcha.
I had glanced to another part of the field as soon as he went into the pile and didn't see it. So 1st down, Moody. Great run. And that was, a timeout. Thought it was just a really obvious penalty, but no. Tigers called a timeout. Meade started to go in motion and then pulled up when he realized coaching staff wanted the timeout. 2:09 left to go in the second quarter. It is 7-0. Carl Junction on top, but the Tigers on the move trying to tie it up before halftime. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection. For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at Yoakum.
Out of the timeout, the snap fumbled, and it's going to be second down and about 11 or 12 now. Lost one, so second down and 11.
Obviously, you never want that at any part of the game, but right now is not the time to be fumbling the ball or mishandling things.
And the keeper on the quarterback draw, Moody, gains about 5, almost 6.
Amazing how consistently that play is right there every single week. And you know that the opposing team has seen it on several game film and is probably prepared for it and knows that it's coming, but yet our offensive line does such a great job for him to run.
3rd and 6, Meads in motion again, and they're going to throw it to him this time. Turns it upfield, gets to the edge, inside the 5, inside the pylon, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Ezekiel Meads from Avery Moody with 1:09 left to go in the first half, and we are an extra point away from a tie ball game here in the second quarter at Carl Junction.
He did a great job of just hitting that extra gear there once he was able to get around the edge, and once he was able to just kind of get outside that last Carl Junction defender there, he just kind of turned the jets on, and it became a track meet there, and he outran everybody into the end zone.
Extra point is up and good, and we are tied at 7. 1:09 left to go in the first half, and Tigers have tied the ball game. Now, key here is to make sure that Carl Junction doesn't go down and score. This is similar to the situation last week, except the Tigers had just pulled within a touchdown against Joplin, and then Joplin, with 2:15 left, marched it down length of the field and got in the end zone. Coaching staff not very happy with something over here on the near sideline for Carl Junction.
I believe that was Moody's first touchdown pass on the season.
I think you're right. Let's take a look at it again. It was so beautiful. Meads did a good job of recognizing where the opening was, got it to the outside, and ducked it inside the pylon. And that better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Thanks again to our scoreboard sponsor in the second quarter, Destiny Church. Pursuing God, loving life, that's Destiny Church. Find them online at destinychurch.me. Kick rolls out of bounds, so it'll be a penalty against the Tigers. 1:09. Nobody touched it, so still 1:09 left in the half. And not what you want to start the drive. Give Carl Junction better field position and a shorter field in front of them as they will try to get down and tie the game. And they must have a good field goal kicker because they tried the field goal there earlier.
Right.
And everybody didn't moan. You know, the Carl Junction fans in front of us seemed like that was a normal course of events. There was not a lot of moaning and groaning when the kick team came on.
One thing, though, that is a positive for the Republic Tigers is Carl Junction had to use 2 timeouts, so they are down to 1 timeout, so they're not able to just stop the clock several times here with 1:09 left.
Yeah, great point. Those may come back to bite them. Handoff. Through the hole, still on his feet, and stumbling down near the 50-yard line. Not a very good defensive play there by several Tigers who had a chance at him and couldn't bring him down.
No, Carl Junction quick to get up to the line of scrimmage there. If you look at the splits of the offensive linemen, they're almost toe-to-toe.
Yeah, that is a reminds me of Wes Beechler, the tight line up front. Well, if he could have had coordinated line enough, first down pass into Tiger territory. I was going to say if Wes Beechler could have had a line coordinated enough, I think he'd have had them actually cross their feet. They could have gotten out of there without tripping over each other. I don't think that's possible. Handoff, stumbling inside the 40, pickup of about 3, and Carl Junction is going to burn its last timeout. So no timeouts when they return to the field with 22 seconds left to go at the second quarter. What do you expect out of them, Rich? They haven't had much success connecting on long passes. On the other hand, they have had a lot of success getting guys open. I mean, they're beating the coverage. They just haven't been able to connect.
You're exactly right. Obviously, when you're looking at how far they have to go with no timeouts and 22 and a half seconds left here, you would imagine that at least one of the plays here has got to be a deep ball, at least one opportunity to try to get that ball in the red zone here. I know obviously that they can spike the ball to stop the clock or connect on a short pass to maybe go out of bounds to stop the clock. But our defense, they gotta realize the situation here. They gotta realize that if you're a DB, you got to keep the receivers in front of you. And the D linemen, this is a perfect opportunity for them to possibly get a sack here on any pass play.
So they may pass it deep here. Don't necessarily have to on this one. I mean, if you throw it to the outside, they've had success throwing it to the outside and getting out of bounds. You can definitely stop the clock that way. You also, there's time to get up and spike it if you don't throw it too deep. Man goes in motion. Fake the handoff. A little slant. Almost picked off by Sandridge. Dived in there and got a hand on it. Connor Sandridge. Third down and 10 coming up for Carl Junction. So they were trying that quick hitter so they could get up probably and spike the ball. Now their options are getting limited on third down. Again, they fake the handoff. They're going up top, and they've got a man, but overthrown way beyond the receiver. No flag. And it brings up fourth down and 10 with 14.4 seconds left.
And this may be, I don't know, where maybe you try to do a route that's just deep enough to get that first down, but tell your receivers, we're going to try to do this to where you catch the ball close to the sidelines there. And that's something our back guys on the defense have got to understand, that if they catch it, they're going to try to probably get out of bounds, so you're going to have to do whatever you can to keep them from going out of bounds.
14.4 seconds left. Tiger defense trying to get another stop and keep the game tied at halftime. And they're just going to turn and hand it off and see what they can make out of it. Now they're going to get out of bounds. That's short of the first down, though. That's not a bad idea, really. I think they were thinking they could catch the Tigers off guard, get the first down, and just be a little bit closer where they could throw it into the end zone. But it did not work. And so the Tigers will take over with 9.9 left. Another good defensive stand by the Republic defense.
Yeah, did a great job there. Didn't allow any receiver to get open downfield. And like you said, kind of an interesting play by Carl Junction there to do a run play. Obviously, the running back was trying to break it to the outside, and hopefully that when he did go out of bounds, he was able to get the first down. But defense stiffens up here, does a great job, and our offense, everybody's looking over to the sideline. Looks like they're waiting for the play to get in here. Referees are also kind of talking. And they're going to measure this.
I didn't think he was that close, did you? Of course, I mentioned earlier, we're so low to the field, it's kind of hard to get a good perspective on where the ball exactly is. This would be a big turnaround if they got the first down on this.
Nope, it is short.
So it is a turnover run down. And I would guess that the Tigers will just take a knee and go to the locker room with their halftime tie after the scoring drive. I don't know. What do you think?
Depends on how far Beckner can throw it. If he's in there.
I know.
Yeah, he is in there. Look at where the splits are. I mean, if you go down, they're all the way back on the 50.
Looks like a knee.
You know, he just wanted to make him a little nervous. So that is going to take us to halftime. Beckner, again, that's the second week in a row that Beckner, one of the quarterbacks, has kneeled on the ball from the shotgun. So really bad for your yardage, but, you know, it's all about the team, right? Not about individual stats. We're at halftime. It's 7-7, and we'll be back with the Gold Medal Gyms halftime show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack.
Cracker Jack Shack has got your back with custom apparel for your club, organization, or business. And they take screen printing to the next level with amazing new software that lets you track your order online from concept to artwork to the finished product. Link it, see it, click it, get it. Only at the Shack.
Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports and would love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. or at the Spring Creek venue for an outdoor service at 11. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12. Doors open at 6. Service begins at 6:30. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram or on the web at destinychurch.me. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Hetty Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. They're also home to our Retmo football show every Wednesday night. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ.
Welcome back to the Gold Medal Gyms halftime show. That is not a strange disturbance in the force that you hear. It's the Carl Junction Band. And their halftime show. And both offenses felt a strange disturbance in the first half, and it was the opposing defenses. 7-7 the score at halftime, and the Tiger defense played very well. So did the Carl Junction defense. And also credit the Tigers for responding in that second quarter, late in the second quarter, to march down the field after really being stymied through the first probably 18 minutes. And they punched it in the end zone and tied it up.
Exactly right. This seems a little weird. We were talking at the beginning of the game when Republic and Carl Junction have played each other several times in the past couple of years. The score has been so high that it's been an offensive juggernaut, and not so much. Both offenses have struggled to really move the ball down the field, excluding one long double-digit play drive for Carl Junction. Both offenses really haven't done too much. They really haven't threatened each other, and our defense did a great job of blocking that field goal there and setting up the opportunity, obviously, for this to be a tie game instead of Carl Junction being up possibly, by 3 points. But we'll see what adjustments both offenses make. But it has definitely been a great defensive stand. Some people like more of a defensive game. But
it's a lot easier on my voice, I can tell you that.
There you go. But the defense has really stood tall here. There's been a lot of opportunities for there to be lost plays and sacks. The D-line has done a great job of putting pressure on Carl Junction's QB. There hasn't been too many pass plays where he's been able to just kind of sit in the pocket and feel comfortable. Most of his pass plays, he's had a little bit of pressure, whether it's been by a D lineman like Dean Markham or Micah. But there's been a couple times where there's been looks like a linebacker blitz, and like Connor Sandridge a couple times has kind of gotten in the backfield and disrupted Carl Junction's plays. But both teams have tried to throw the ball downfield. Not too much success by both quarterbacks on gaining a lot of passing yards, but a great job there by Avery Moody to get his first touchdown via the air there, hitting Meads there. Meads was able to do a great job of stringing the ball out there, and once he was able to kind of get around the corner there and realized that there wasn't anybody between him and the end zone, he kind of hit that second gear and was able to punch it in the end zone and tie this ball game up.
Talk about how good both defenses have been, and it shows in the total yardage. Carl Junction, 169 total yards in that first half. And Republic, even though they had the touchdown, if you remember, as Tim Barn pointed out as we were talking off the air, I looked at the total yards. I was like, how is that the total number of yards that they had? There was a pass interference call on that drive that really contributed. And so Republic, with only 46 yards of total offense in that first half, still managed to tie the score. And that fact, and plus I don't know, something about the way that first half unfolded. I was thinking as you were talking, Rich, that this is a game where Republic has really gotten the breaks. They had the pass interference call, they had the blocked field goal, although you do make that happen, but the little things, Carl Junction has missed some passes that could have been touchdowns throwing deep, and so there's an opportunity here for Republic to win this one because they've gotten the breaks. Now it's up to the Tigers to take advantage of those breaks in the second half.
Exactly right. A lot of times the team that comes out on top, and sometimes it may not even be the best team that's out on the field, but the team that is able to take advantage of when they are given an opportunity. Some of the times you see Webb City and you figure out how in the heck does Webb City keep winning week to week to week. It's because whenever they're given the opportunity, they make you pay for it. And like you said, so far, things have kind of gone Republic's way, and we've been able to capitalize on some things and tie this game up here in the halftime.
7-7 at halftime. Carl Junction Band continues to play on, and we'll take a break and be back with more of our Gold Medal Gym's halftime show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
New York Life agent Michael Weeks is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports and a supporter of all Republic students on the field and off. If you have financial questions, call him at 417-831-5230. Thanks to New York Life agent Michael Weeks for his support of Republic Tiger Sports. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Super Clean Car Wash is Republic's newest and best car wash, conveniently located right on Highway 60. And with their monthly memberships, it's easier than ever to keep your car clean with a quick stop on your way home from work. Super Clean Car Wash on Highway 60 in Republic. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com. Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Henniger Chevrolet is proud we continue to serve Springfield and Southwest Missouri as we have for over 40 years. The Henniger Chevrolet family treat each of our customers like family and exceed every expectation, not only in the large selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, but also the quality of pre-owned vehicles to fit any budget. Whether you need a new vehicle, have yours serviced, or need some body repair, pick Henniger every time. Find new roads in Republic or online at PennigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Vinegar every time.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs with a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
With virtual grocery shopping, birthday parties, and even yoga, it seems everyone is doing things virtually. At Cox Health, we have 2 virtual care options to make it even easier to get the care you need from your home or workplace. Virtual visits on demand to see the first available Cox Health provider, and our new virtual visits for primary and specialty care. Now, you can schedule a virtual appointment for adult wellness exams and other routine care with a physician you already know and trust. To learn more, visit Cox Health at coxhealth.com.
Back to action on our Gold Medal Gym's halftime show. Time for a scoring recap as we take a look back at the first half. And a few big plays by the Tigers in that one, and maybe one of the biggest as we've come to halftime with a 7-7 tie was a blocked field goal by Avery Moody, who got in and got a hand on a field goal attempt. It looked like this as he got in there and got a hand on it at the tail end of the play. And that turned away Carl Junction, at least temporarily. But Carl Junction got on the board shortly after that. On this pass, missed tackle by the Tiger defense into the end zone, and Carl Junction went on top 7-0. But then a couple of plays by Buford for Republic helped turn things around. One was an interception. It was a nice play at the end of this. You'll see him go up and pick the ball out of the air. That gave the Tigers the ball. And then a little while later, it was Moody connecting with Buford for Moody's first touchdown pass of the year. Comes to the near side. And I said Buford, but that was Meads who caught the pass and went into the end zone. And that tied the score after the extra point by Marco Don Juan, making it 7-7. And that's a pretty good first half for the Tiger defense. And the Tiger offense, not a lot of yardage, but they took advantage of the mistake and went down and got on the scoreboard, and that was key. And, of course, they will get the ball to start the second half after deferring to start the game.
That'd be a great opportunity for us to kind of set the tone for the second half and definitely, get the ball going for the offense. And as you had said on the defense, a blocked field goal and an interception. But to kind of add to that also is there's been several deflected passes by the Republic defense too. That we could probably count up, and there would be at least a handful, if not more, to where our defense has been able to kind of understand the situation, read, and see where the different routes of the offensive receivers are going and get a hand up and then deflect things. And one of those deflected passes was that last drive there, right before the half, that Carl Junction was trying to get down the field to possibly get within field goal range to possibly put some points up here at the last second. The defense held, and I'm glad that you brought up that interception by Chase, because that was kind of a turnaround, a pivotal point there for the Republic Tigers. We were able to get that interception and then take the ball and move it down the field.
So we come to halftime with a 7-7 tie. As I mentioned earlier, the Tigers will get the ball to start the second half, and so that'll be interesting to see what they can do with it, and interesting to see what adjustments they make out of halftime. Beckner had the drive that took them down with the addition, with the help from the penalty. We'll see if did I say Beckner? I meant Moody. Moody took him down the field. Beckner then came back out after that, just to kind of give the threat of a long pass, depending on probably what he saw defensively from Carl Junction. And so the Tigers will have an opportunity to take the lead when the second half resumes. We're going to take another break and be back with more after this on our Gold Medal Gyms halftime show on Republic Tiger Sports.
Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection. For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
Jack Shack.
Cracker Jack Shack has got your back with custom apparel for your club, organization, or business. And they take screen printing to the next level with amazing new software that lets you track your order online from concept to artwork to the finished product. Link it, see it, click it, get it. Only at the Shack.
Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we got you back. Cracker Jack Shack.
Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports and would love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. or at the Spring Creek venue for an outdoor service at 11. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12. Doors open at 6. Service begins at 6:30. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram or on the web at destinychurch.me. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics.
Back for more of our Gold Medal Gyms halftime show. Tim Barnes, you got some stats to give us from the first half?
Avery Moody was 2 out of 3, 14 yards, but did have the touchdown pass to Meads. Moody also led the rushing attack, 6 carries, 33 yards. Republic only had 6 yards total passing because of a sack and 32 yards rushing, total of 38 yards. Carl Junction, Alex Baker, he was 10 out of 19 for 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. On the ground, Brady Sims, 16 carries for 90 yards. Noah Southern had 4 catches for 47 yards and their touchdown. Total yards for Carl Junction, 169.
320, 330, that's not a great defensive night, but it's not a bad night in the COC. I mean, there's some teams rack up a lot of yards. So, gave up a lot of yards, but not very many points for a COC opponent for the Tiger defense, and we'll see if they can continue to bend but not break in the third quarter. Rich Miles, what do you think is the key in the second half for the Tigers to turn things around offensively and start to be able to move the ball more consistently?
Well, for me, it's always kind of stick to what works there. That running play that we see where Avery Moody just kind of is in the shotgun and he keeps it, and he just kind of patiently and waits for an opening there between the tackles there. I'd say keep running that until Carl Junction, stops it. We got to still kind of take those shots down the field. There's that one pass play where I think it was Chase Buford in the first quarter was wide open, and he just kind of got turned around and dropped it. I would say you go back to that play and see if it works again. So I still try to balance out the run game with that keeper by Moody, and try to take your shots down the field. They don't all have to be home run balls where they're just huge plays 30, 40 yards down the field, but you still gotta keep that Carl Junction defense guessing. We can't just become one-dimensional where we're just trying to always do run plays and then do a pass play when it's third and long type of situation.
Well, it was a big week for Lady Tigers tennis. Last weekend they dominated the individual district tournament, sending 5 players to state. That's a program record. There were only 6 slots out of the district available, and they sent 5. And then they dominated the team district tournament and won the team district championship 9-0 over Webb City in the championship match. 5-0 because they call off the remaining matches once a team clinches. So the Lady Tigers will move on to sectionals, and they will play a good Springfield Glendale team coming up on Monday. Carl Junction's got it teed up, and we'll kick it off. High and short, and taken on the run by Maples. And the ball is loose, and it is picked up on his feet and into the end zone. Touchdown, Carl Junction. Well, that is not the start the Tigers wanted.
No, it's not. And I also think that if Maples would have just let that ball hit the ground, it looks like it had a really good chance of possibly going out of bounds, too.
Well, you scheme and you plan at halftime, and then the half starts, and that is what that's what happens. Coaching is an unforgiving business, a thankless business.
But yeah, Memphis came up, pointing down to the ground. I think he was trying to plead his case to the referees that he was down before the ball came out, but they obviously did not see it that way, and 6 points is kept up on the scoreboard.
So Carl Junction, after being shut down most of the first half, they get the break that the Tigers had gotten in the first 2 quarters. And just like that, it is 14-0. Carl Junction, now as a coach over there, any of the coaches over there, what do you say to your team to keep them up after that horrible start?
There's really not too many things you really can say. You just huddle the team back up and tell the kick return team, nothing changes. We got to go back out there and do this all over again. And obviously, whoever returns the ball, make sure you squeeze that ball.
You see, Maples came up, caught it on the run, and then a hand came in and knocked it out, and just, right to a Carl Junction player who was able to go down and take it into the end zone. And that better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center, dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. So it's 14-7. Carl Junction with the lead now in the third quarter. And like you said, the Tigers just have to put that one behind them and go again.
Seems like the Republic has had a lot of problems with kickoff and punt returns this year.
Yep. Sterling is back there in the spot where Maples was, and he drops it, and it's on the ground, and that time Republic jumps on it, and that was almost a crazy turn of events. Well, it kind of was a crazy turn of events.
And here's the thing, Carl Junction now knows that's where we're going to kick the ball every single time, so expect that style or that type of kick to occur multiple times between now and the end of the game.
Right. It was just in a spot where it was a kind of going to have to be a running catch for the deep man, and it was too deep for anybody to get back. So the Tiger offense is going to have to move the ball anyway. They were going to have to score at least once. They fake it to Buford. Beckner under pressure, steps up, and is taken down from behind. So a sack again for the Carl Junction defense. And Beckner under assault back there all night. Still only 25 seconds off the clock in the first half. Carl Junction has a touchdown and a sack and fumble recovery. Moody out there at quarterback. Took it back near the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Was I wrong? That was Beckner out there on the play before, wasn't it? Or was
yes,
I?
It was.
So Moody out there. Second time this year that they've swapped out quarterbacks mid-series. Moody's on the run. He's going to throw a left-handed pass intended for Gregory, incomplete. And the Tigers face a 4th down and 10, and we'll have to punt it away.
And this right here is going to have to be a very, very clean punt. This is not the time nor the location for you to have a bobbled snap or a miscommunication by the punt.
Well, it was 7-7 at halftime. I thought, we should let the people on Facebook watch this. So sorry about that, guys. Somebody who's watching on Facebook is a jinx. So I'm not going to tell you to stop watching, but just beware. It was 7-7. The defense had played great. Of course, the defense hasn't even been out there yet for the Tigers. They fumbled the opening kickoff, and Carl Junction ran it back for a touchdown. And then a 3-and-out for the offense, which is really similar to most of the first half. Carl Junction defense has really done a number on the Tigers, and it's been hard for them to move the ball.
And with the good field position that the Carl Junction offense has, it puts our defense in a bad position to start here in the second half.
Now, of course, they've been in this position before tonight. And around the corner and out of bounds. I think they're going to say he stepped out upfield. There's a flag behind him.
Yep. Yep, it's going to be holding.
And that's the first hold of the night.
Yeah, both teams pretty much have played a pretty clean game. There hasn't been too many flags so far.
It's a minimalist officiating style by the crew. 10:33 left, and that's going to back Carl Junction up. So instead of second and short, it's going to be first down and very long. First and about 22. Got the ball on the 41-yard line. Quarterback Alex Baker and Brady Sims. Fakes it to Sims. Baker's going to throw it long. They've had that all night, and they do again. It is complete past the defense, down to about the 5-yard line. And again, they just beat the defense in the back.
And that's been kind of the Achilles heel for this Republic defense, is allowing at least one receiver to get past everybody and getting wide open down the middle.
So, boy, wheels really falling off for the Tigers after such a solid first half. They need a stop, and they get a good start on a stop coming up, and tripping up the running back was, I think, Micah Erickson got his hand on there.
Down here is where Carl Junction, when they're on the opposite side of the field, when they're inside their own 10, try to slant route.
Going to throw it in the flat over here on the near side, down inside the 5. That was complete to
Avery Moody came and made
Moody
the tackle.
made the stop. I think Osborne.
Avery doing a good job on the open field tackle. Came up as soon as the ball was caught, took the receiver straight down to the ground.
3rd and 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. Under pressure. And into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they take a 20-7 lead.
One of the few teams left that still does the swinging gate to start off on their extra point. I don't see too many teams that still do that.
Well, it's old school. Kick is good. And it is 21-0. Carl Junction now all of a sudden on top by 2 touchdowns with 8:53 left to go.
now is the time for this offense to get something together. Obviously, it's pretty easy to say that the offense needs to score a touchdown here, but if there's any time that our team could really get back into this game and not let things get totally out of hand is right now. This is the opportunity to punch the ball in and close this gap that we got here, but it's all going to have to start right here on this kickoff return. The past 2 kickoff returns have been very sloppy, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Carl Junction tries to kick the ball a 3rd time kind of in the same general area, making whoever it is that's going to return it to have to catch the ball on the run.
Yep, you'd be crazy not to kick it there again, but you can see the deep men are up a little more shallow. They are going to kick it like a really end over end, and it's dropped again, picked up on the bounce by Sterling, I think. This is crazy. They got a little pushing and shoving away from the ball. It is recovered by Sterling. So,
yeah, that's just crazy. We had 3 kickoff returns here to start off this 3rd quarter, and all of them bobbled.
Yeah, here's this one. I mean, it's just they're kicking it really fast end over end, making it kind of hard to grab onto. And they really got it. They got it worked out. The Tigers have not got it worked out, and they need to work it out fast with 8:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter, trailing 21-7 now.
Apparently we had a
what is
15
big? Yeah, that shoving there. One of the referees did throw a flag, and I use the term throw loosely. He just kind of dropped the flag. I really didn't think that there was going to be too much ado about that, but obviously the referees came together and talked about it. So what started off as a possible disaster there of Republic bobbling the ball 3rd time in a row ends up bringing the ball out almost to the 50-yard line.
So Beckner's back out there for the Tigers. 2 wide receivers to the left side. Meade slid over into the slot, bobbled it, and I think caught it.
I think he caught it. He tipped it to himself. And there is a drill. Usually it's a defensive drill, but this time it's on the offense. There is a drill that you do that's called the tip drill, and that's something where, the ball gets tipped by an offensive receiver, and the defender is there to able to get the interception, but that time he was able to tip it to himself.
And watch him go in motion, and there's the tip, and I'm going to...
Good run by Beckner. Beckner is able to get the 1st down.
And then push back. But yeah, good effort by Beckner. Takes it down to kind of spot it around the 40. Just past the 1st down marker. 7:58 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
And this is definitely the drive the Republic Tigers need right now. A drive that is just a sustained drive that they're picking up kind of 5 to 6 yards a pop here.
Going to throw it over here on the sideline, and it is incomplete. And that's who is Carson Taylor.
Was that 85?
No, it was 84. Yep, Carson Taylor.
Yeah.
Couldn't hang on. 2nd dropped pass by the Tigers tonight. 2nd down and 10. And tripped up around the line of scrimmage, so not much yardage there either. Brings up 3rd and 10.
I don't know if this is the situation, being down 2 scores here, 2 very quick scores by this Carl Junction offense. If maybe Coach Baldwin possibly thinks about this being 4-down territory here. It's where if we don't get the 1st down here, he might go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I think from this spot on the field, if you're not too far back, you probably go for it. Throw it on the slant to Sterling. No need to worry about it. Sterling's got the 1st down and more inside the 10. Cuts it to the outside, down to the 5. The ball's on the ground.
I think Republic
Republic jumped on it. That was close.
the case of the drops here in the second half. Cannot remember a game where we've had this many fumbled balls in such a short time span.
Yep, see, he gets it there, and it's this little effort at the end where he drops it, but the Tigers get the break. Starting their drive from the 1-yard line.
And that was a huge missed opportunity there by the Republic offense, having it 1st and goal and not being able to punch it in there on 4 opportunities. Thought that was going to be possibly the kind of the momentum shift that was going to maybe go back towards Republic there, punching that ball in, a long sustained drive. Just wasn't able to capitalize on it.
4:38 left to go in the third quarter. And the pass on the slant. First down yardage and more out near the 15-yard line.
Those slant routes have been a route that has really done in at times this Republic defense. Something that our guys just aren't able to just kind of read and understand the situation and maybe, figure out that, hey, this receiver looks like he's going to cut inside of me. I need to break it down and come down on that receiver and possibly either put the big hit on or get a hand in there and smack that ball out. Great job there. D-line was able to shut that down there. I think it was a little combination of Micah. Micah was the initial tackler there. Going to set up. They wanted to decline it or accept it. So this is going to bring up second and about 15 or 16.
3:16 left to go in the third quarter.
Oh,
almost picked off.
Yeah, Hayden Jones was there. As Hayden was falling down to the ground, looks like he may have gotten a fingertip on that ball, but in the case, it will be 3rd and 15 here. I wonder if Carl Junction again will try to go for one of those slant routes that has kind of stymied this Republic defense throughout the year. Again, the Carl Junction offense looks over at the sideline. Looks at the play cards. And the shot there was intended for number 11, Kyler Perry for Carl Junction. As you saw there, I think it was Connor Sanders that made the initial hit there and was able to kind of pop the ball, jar the ball out there. And that is going to bring a great defensive stand there for the Republic defense.
Well,
making the Carl Junction offense pump the ball.
I mean, as bad as things have gone for Republic, they're in the game. Carl Junction's going to be punting from 8 yards deep in its own end zone. And if the Tigers can, field the punt without dropping it, they'll have great field position. So Republic has to call a timeout. And Rich Miles, what does your count say?
They had 12 guys out there. So Coach Baldwin, realizing really quickly they had too many men out on the field, had to burn a timeout.
Well, that's an interesting call. I mean, obviously the first reaction is we got too many guys. We got to burn a timeout. But it's 4th down and 15 from deep in Carl Junction territory, if you just take the penalty, then it's going to be 4th and 10. And
plus, that's your second timeout of the half already.
Then you haven't burned your timeout. So, of course, heat of the moment. Obviously, if you see 12 men on the field, your first instinct is put those hands together and call the tee, and that's what they did.
And the issue, too, was usually when someone spots that there's too many guys on the field, you're yelling and you see one defender frantically trying to run off the field, and that was not the case. So bad communication out there. No one out there on the punt return realizing that someone needed to come off the field there.
They were overstaffed and proud of it. 3:04 left in the third quarter. Punt is away. Line drive kick goes straight to the return man. And coming near side, inside the 30, inside the 25, tiptoeing up the sideline is Hayden Jones. And with 2:55 left, Republic has great field position, trailing only 21-7. All you people watching on Facebook who I called jinxes a little while ago, hope you didn't leave because the Tigers are still in it.
That was a great return there by Hayden. He did a great job of literally kind of seeing a couple of blocks form in front of him, and he ran right down the sideline. And I don't know if it kind of looked like a couple of Carl Junction guys thought maybe he was going to go out of bounds there at the last second and kind of pulled up slightly, and he was able to get an extra 5 yards there. And I thought, too, that he was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, so did I. It looked like he was headed for the sideline just to get to the sideline and be done. And
he fielded it cleanly on the run.
Yes. I mean, they've been fielding it on the run, just not cleanly up till now. Moody fakes the handoff, goes up top. And it is incomplete, and that was dangerous. Intended for Sterling.
I don't look like there's a little bit of miscommunication there. Avery threw the ball, and Sterling, I think, cut inside, and it kind of looked like Avery thought maybe he was going to kind of cut outside.
Yeah, definitely not the route that Moody thought he was going to run. Sterling takes the handoff, finds a little crevice in the defense, and slithered through it. That was a good run, good recognition. Oh, no, I said Sterling was 24. So Sandridge back in there. This is unless very early, he might have got a couple of downs at running back. I don't remember, but first ones recently that he's been out there at running back. And with 2:24 left in the third, Tigers. Moody keeps it. Got away from a tackler and lowers the shoulder and drives forward. He's down within a couple of yards of the marker, but it's going to bring up another big 4th down for Republic.
And, man, this is one of those where, what do you call? There hasn't been too many plays that have just been a routine, successful play for Republic.
Yeah, you're right. There's no obvious thing you go to here. Sterling goes in motion. And he's got the first down and more. Inside the 5, down near the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Josh Sterling.
Yes.
With 1:44 left to go in the third quarter. Makes it an 8-point game. 21-13. And the Tigers will try to tack on the extra point.
What was great is we were talking about how it was just going to be tough for them just to get those couple yards for the first down. And the 2 yards needed for that first down ended up being 6 points on the scoreboard.
Extra point is through the uprights and good, and with 1:44 left in the third, Marco Don Juan makes it a 7-point game. It's 21-14. Carl Junction will have the ball after this. You're watching Tiger football on Republic Tiger Sports.
New York Life agent Michael Weeks is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports and a supporter of all Republic students on the field and off. If you have financial questions, call him at 417-831-5230. Thanks to New York Life agent Michael Weeks for his support of Republic Tiger Sports. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com.
Tigers will kick it off here, trailing by 7 now, 21-14. High end over end kick is taken around the 25-yard line. Boy, I really have a hard time telling where they are on the field. You wouldn't think it would make that much of a difference. But we're probably, 30 feet or more lower than we usually are, because these stands are not very tall and not very deep. We're pretty close to the field, which is nice. But the perspective is just so much different from what I'm used to. So the ball's on the 30. And around near side, but the Tigers are there to make the stop. It is Sandridge doing a little bit of everything tonight.
And Jarrett Whitworth was there on the chase too, so if it wasn't going to be Connor, it was going to be him coming in there. So great job. Linebackers coming in and just shutting down the play.
Loss of 3, second down and 13 for Carl Junction. High snap, and the pitch. Lots of running room and tripped up short of midfield, but a first down on the catch by Brady Sims.
Yeah, that was just a little quick option. There wasn't too much to it. The QB, I don't think he really read too much there. He just got it and pitched it out there really quick. And there wasn't anybody out in the flats to get the running back.
First and 10 Bulldogs. And again, Sims gets it. Gains 2 on first down.
Came in there. It looked like maybe Micah and I think Dean was able to kind of mess things up too. Again, Carl Junction looks at the sidelines.
Sims couldn't get to the outside, instead cut it inside, gained about 3, maybe 4. Brings up third down and about 4 for Carl Junction. And the time winding down, 7 seconds left. That's going to do it, I think, for the third quarter. They're going to get up to the line, but I don't think they're going to make it. Nope, whistle blows. And we come to the end of the third. It's 21-14 Carl Junction. They've got the ball when we return to action after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Super Clean Car Wash is Republic's newest and best car wash, conveniently located right on Highway 60. And with their monthly memberships, it's easier than ever to keep your car clean with a quick stop on your way home from work. Super Clean Car Wash on Highway 60 in Republic. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
Carl Junction 21, Republic 14. Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway. 12 minutes to go. Tiger defense needs a stop. Around midfield. Baker throws it off near the sideline and escaping a tackler. Tiptoeing up the sideline. Stayed in bounds and goes all the way to the end zone. And I'll be interested to watch the replay on that one, as it is a touchdown by Cole Stewart.
Yeah, the first tackler there was Hayden, and I thought Hayden had gotten enough to push the receiver out of bounds, but obviously it was not. Kept waiting for the referee to signal that he had stepped out of bounds, but he was able to keep his balance and run right down the sideline for the touchdown.
just when things start to look up, they go south for the Tigers. Extra point is good, and now it's 28-14. Let's just take a look at that again in slow-mo and see what it looks like. Up the sideline he comes. Stayed in there. Now he did stay back. Yeah, he did stay in. Outstanding run after the catch. Dalton Parks gives chase, but nothing doing. And Carl Junction on top by 2 touchdowns. That better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, dedicated to helping you get a better look at everything. Find them online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. And so it's 28-14 with 11:50. Boy, if you could just take away the first 20 seconds of each quarter, Republic would be tied. It's the opening kickoff. They fumbled, and it was run back for a touchdown. And then 10 seconds into the fourth quarter, first play of the quarter, Carl Junction goes down and scores. And just like that, it's back to a 2-score game. Only 2 men deep for Republic instead of 3. They've kind of rejiggered their coverage for their return. Now they're going to move around. So I think maybe just trying to confuse the Bulldogs about where they wanted to kick it. And it's a shallow kick, taken just inside the 25, dropped again by Meads, picks it up. And boy, if he can stay on his feet, he's got a chance. Got through that first wave, down into Bulldog territory, inside the 20, and Meads is going to go for the touchdown. Touchdown, Meads, just like they drew it up in the huddle. And it is 28-20. Carl Junction's lead is back down to 8.
Yeah, we were kind of Debbie Downer there, talking about how things had gone south for Republic, and just like that, the momentum goes right back to the other side of the football field.
Nice of you to, I mean, let's face it, I was Debbie Downer. Right. I was the one bad-mouthing everything. And nice of you to take part of the blame.
I'm that was not me taking part of that. That was all you. That was me directed at you. It was implied.
Okay.
I'm
good.
just kidding. No, but you're exactly right. I mean, it just kind of felt like, darn it, we did something good, and the Carl Junction is able to have a spectacular touchdown there, and we're able to repay the special teams by returning the kickoff. How long was that kickoff?
I had it as 76 yards.
Wow. And it didn't start off the best either. It went from, oh my gosh, and then he was able to kind of wiggle his way through kind of a crowd of both Carl Junction and Republic players out there, and the only person he had left to really beat was the kicker. And if you watch the replay, the kicker wanted nothing of it. Literally, the kicker just kind of jogged past him.
Yeah, it's on the ground, and then, well, I mean, he dove. He had no chance of catching his.
No, the person who dove wasn't the kicker. The kicker literally kind of jogged over and was like, nope, not doing that. That's not my job. My job is to kick, not to tackle.
Well, they obviously had been working on that kick return all night. It just had not pulled it off correctly until there.
But
so we got the kinks worked out. Now we're ready to go.
Whatever the case, it obviously closes the gap, and it is a 1-touchdown game.
So we know we've got no signal here because something's happened with our camera. So I'm going to work on this, and Rich Miles, you take over for a bit. We still have sound.
Great. That's
it's like radio.
It's like radio, and I have no problem talking, so yay for the sound and the volume. But anyways,
Republic was offsides on the kickoff.
Yes, they think they were still a little energized, a little jacked up after that kick return there. That's one of those things where you could almost call offsides on a kickoff team almost every single time. It always looks like there's at least one person that at least they've got a full leg past the ball before it gets kicked. It just is a referee going to be that picky, and obviously that time it was. So ball's away, deep kick. Turtman picks it up about the 9-yard line and returns it up about the 27-yard line. So it's about a 18-yard return there for the Carl Junction Bulldogs. They have the ball out, what did I say, about the 28-yard line. Hey, it looks like we didn't
even miss very much.
Got the video part back.
We got to hear your dulcet tones in old radio style.
Yes.
Sims takes it to the far side, and a big hit by a Tiger who came up. I don't know who that was who came up and hit him. I think it was Moody. Moody's getting the glad hand from his teammates. 2nd down and 8 with 11:08 left. Wait, it seems like the fourth quarter started 20 minutes ago. It's still got 11:04 left.
A lot has happened at the very beginning of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, including losing video. Quarterback is going to throw it long, and it is picked off.
Yes.
Tiger interception.
Hayden Jones.
Jones went up and took it out of the air, and the Tigers have the ball back down by a touchdown.
Wow, what a huge swing of emotions in this football team. It kind of looked like after that remarkable touchdown catch for Carl Junction, things are going to kind of go Carl Junction's way. And just like that, Republic has scored a touchdown on a kick return and has now gotten an interception to set up a short field for our offense.
Let's watch it again. Great interception. I mean, he was behind the receiver and he reached back, and took it away. And the Tigers have the ball with a chance to go down and tie it up with 10:41 remaining. And Sandridge is stood up, got back to the line of scrimmage. 10.5 left in the game. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Tigers. Our fourth quarter scoreboard sponsor is Absolute Roofing. Thanks to Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing for their longtime support of Republic Tiger sports. Beckner throws it, hits Meads, and he is pushed back. Didn't have much of a spot to go to. And it's going to be 3rd and long coming up for the Tigers with now under 10 left to go in the game.
There's still a lot of ball game left, but this right now just kind of feels like this is the opportunity, the time where the Republic offense has got to go down and put this ball in the end zone.
I think you're right, with 9:44 left. Beckner throws it over the middle, out in front of Sterling, too far, and it brings up 4th down, and now I don't know, I don't know, they're not going to go for it, they're going to punt it. So pin him deep is the thought. The defense has played well.
Pin him deep, and maybe, things kind of go south for Carl Junction. Maybe you get the return guy who bobbles it, and we were able to get the ball.
Unless you might fake it. No, they're going to kick it. That's kind of the good spot on the field. Oh, and we've got a flag because he didn't see the fair catch or didn't respond in time. And Sandridge flagged for the hit after the fair catch. So that's a tough one. The idea was to pin him deep, and that's what they could have done, but didn't end up working out that way for the Tigers.
After the play was over, dead ball, late hit, personal foul, gets the kicking team.
9:28 remaining when Carl Junction starts this drive. Baker in the shotgun, Sims behind him, 2 wide receivers to the near side. One goes in motion, and he hands it to Sims. And Sims right through a big hole in the middle, takes it forward for about 8 or 9 yards on first down. Good start to the drive for Carl Junction.
Those are the big gash running plays that we cannot give up right now this late in the game. You can't just allow the running back to just run right up the middle for 8 or 9 yards of play.
Now, scoreboard says 2nd and 3. That is not 3. Maybe it's 2. It's definitely not 3. And either way, it's first down now. Sims picks it up. He was tripped up by...
Was that Tristan Hicks?
Yep, by Hicks. Got him around the leg. 8:53 left. And what Carl Junction wants to do now is I'd be surprised if they threw it very often. I'd also be surprised if they kept it exclusively on the ground, but they want to run some clock. Maybe some high percentage passes if they throw it.
That and the QB has thrown 2 interceptions too.
True. On the sweep, Hicks was there to make the initial hit. Gain of about 4 on first down. And the clock continues to run, now to 8:25 remaining. We were talking in the pregame, this Carl Junction team plays up in class all year. They're in a conference with all 5s and 6s. They're 2 and 4. They'll be, if they hang on, they'd be 3 and 4 after this. But you know, they're a very good 3 and 4 team, and they might end up with a low seed in district play, but beat some people that don't expect to get beat. And Sims with the first down inside the 40, down to the 39.
Yeah, and again, a running play where Dalton Parks, your deep man, is the one who's making the tackle. Whenever your safeties or your corners are the ones who are making the tackle on a running play, you know you've been gashed for 10 plus yards, and that's something that we cannot allow to happen again with about 7.5 minutes left in this game.
Good stop that time.
70 with the stop. Tyler Burks. And 1 second and 9 for 38.
Total yards are 350 to 111.
The Republic offense has just really struggled the last couple of weeks. And it's an inexperienced offense, and they've really shown it here as the season's gone on. They are going to throw it deep, and it is almost intercepted. Really, that was an easier play for Buford, and Buford wanted a flag. Buford had the inside track, and I tell you, that's not the pass I would have thrown or called if I were Carl Junction in this situation. 7 minutes exactly left in the game. The clock stops. There's another benefit to the Tigers, and it's 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting that Carl Junction went for the long ball there instead of just trying to pick up the first down and keep the clock rolling.
Now they're in another situation. It's almost taken away. I thought it was on the blitz.
Who is that? Is that
it was
number
Buford. Wait, is it
70?
No, is it 70 or 10?
No, right. The person that came up, the
it's
D lineman
Burks.
there.
It's Burks. Yeah, it was Tyler Burks that got in there. I thought he had gotten a hand on it and was going to take it the rest of the way back the other direction.
Whatever the case, good job by the Republican defense.
And they are going to punt it away. Oh, and it takes, in this case, a Carl Junction bounce all the way down to the 1. Wow. So it looked like the kind of kick that was going to just roll right into the end zone. It stopped when it hit, and Republic has 99 yards in front of it with 6:46 left to go in the game and trailing by a touchdown.
Defense did a good job there. Kind of looked like Carl Junction was just gonna kind of have their way moving down the field with ease there, and As we've said many times, this Republic defense does a good job of bending but not breaking, kind of holding on the best they can. Now it's the offensive's turn.
They've had a lot of tackles for loss. Beckner's going to go deep. He's got a man, and he does hit him,
He
yeah.
caught it, yeah. What a great
catch.
catch.
Fantastic in stride, caught by Hayden Jones. And what a play call by Dustin Baldwin and the coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, you the ball down on the 1 yard line. One of the huge things you're worried about is a bobbled snap or a fumble that allows Carl Junction, and they're going for the long ball there out of the end zone. And Carl Junction defender comes across. Hayden did a great job of doing a hard count and just brought a Carl Junction defender across.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
First and 5. And they're going to quickly throw it, and it is knocked loose, incomplete. Jones got hammered on that one. Let's take a look at the previous play. What a pass. Beckner is so good at that long throw. And we overshot it. Overshot it with the camera. But fantastic catch and throw. And with 6:26 left, the Tigers have it out to midfield. 2nd and 5. Meads goes in motion. And he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 5.
Well, there's been several opportunities where the offense, on the passing play, the receivers have been there. They've just dropped it. And that time, great opportunity there for the receivers to kind of redeem themselves and catch a huge ball there that brings them out midfield. This right here is a big play for both teams.
Yep. Tigers had it 1st and 5. Now they're facing 3rd and 5. Another throw by Beckner. Fires it again. And that time complete. Over on the sideline. Complete again to Hayden Jones. So it's Beckner to Jones. Up the field. Near midfield. What are we looking at?
I'm not sure.
That's illegal touching. I think he may have stepped out of bounds.
Stepped back and came in.
Yep.
Yep.
Man. That was huge.
Went out of bounds and then came back in.
Tim Barnes, good call.
Legal touching. Offense.
1st down turns into a 4th down. Wow.
Well, that should be.
No, it's a loss of down.
So that one's a loss of down.
Yep. Dang.
4th and 11, and they got to punt it away. So Meads will try to back up Carl Junction. Snap was short, had to come and get it, and wow, great kick. Backpedaling all the way back to about the 22, and a return out past the 30 to around the 31. That return was by Cole Stewart. He's the kid that had the touchdown, tiptoeing up the sideline on the near side. 5.5 minutes left, and Carl Junction, well, we said last time they would just keep it on the ground and run the clock. They didn't. And now we'll see if they do it this time.
I would think that they would definitely, with the second opportunity here, that they would realize that they need to eat the clock as much as they can.
And I mean, defensively, I think I sell out on the run.
But that right there is just that's gonna kill us right there. Every time you get a 1st down or give up the 1st down.
Good news is it went out of bounds. So they got him out beyond the sideline, and it stops the clock. Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, if you give up a long touchdown pass, you give up a long touchdown pass. Carl Junction hasn't shown they're, especially accurate at throwing them. So I think I just say, well, beat me with the long pass if you can. So be it. But quarterback keeper, and Moody comes up, makes the stop. Tristan Hicks was in there as well for the Tigers. Down to 5:07 left, and that's a big gain on first down of about 9. Brings up second down and 1 for Carl Junction. The clock ticks down below 5.
And they don't show timeouts on their scoreboard, but I think Republic has called 2 timeouts, so I think we're down to 1.
Correct. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock as Carl Junction takes its time. Now they're going to go up to the line. Down to 5.
Oh, that's going to be awfully close. I think he's going to be just short of the first down.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if he's got it. I assume they're going to measure. Yep, there's the whistle.
Yeah.
4:27 left. And I don't know, this probably doesn't make any sense, but it just, as growing up watching football in this situation, a lot of times I just feel like, I just hope the other team got the first down so we get to start over. Why, to have it 3rd and 6 inches, just, I know you've got the opportunity to make the big stop. They are short, but I don't know. Sometimes you just want to flip the marker over and start again rather than given a pretty easy one. Not that they're guaranteed to make it, but 3rd and less than a yard here.
They're acting like it's I don't know what the long pause here is. There wasn't a timeout called, I don't think.
Yeah, Doug Buckmaster down here he's complaining about the call, or the measurement, I believe. You could see him, he kind of moved his arm like parallel with one of the lines saying, no, it should be here.
I also think that maybe some posturing on his part to give his defense or his offensive coordinator over there a longer time to talk to his team. Because they've started the play clock.
They used it as a timeout, basically.
You're right.
And now they're gonna get a flag.
Oh.
I think Coach may have said something there. He was kind of jawing a little bit at the referee that's down here, and I think
that could be 15 yards.
The referee.
Sideline warning. I had a feeling that was going to be the sideline warning. That's the football official equivalent of, if you say one more word, I'm going to stop this car. And we're going straight home. So yeah, they did get basically a timeout out of it. Tigers are selling out on the run. I think they got the stop. I don't know though. If you look at the forward progress, it's pretty close.
It can be pretty close, and obviously it's one of those where, exactly where does the referee put the ball down? And the slightest move it one way or the other kind of makes the deciding factor on this.
Well, it's 4th down, I guess. Are they even going to measure? No. Oh, they're going to call it first down.
Well. How does the official way back there see that? That's interesting.
So, first down. And the clock ticking down under 4 minutes left. Good stop. The Tiger defense looked like that was going to be a big run. But they came up and hit Sims.
I think Avery Moody was one of the guys that came flying up there to help on the tackle.
I mean, Moody is playing quarterback and having a big day on defense, and he did that last week too.
Yep, and now tonight too, to add that to the list, is Sanders. Sanders is playing both sides.
You don't see too many quarterbacks who like to hit as much as Moody does.
No, you're right. Handoff to Sims up the middle. Gain of maybe 3. Brings up third down and about 4. 3:02 left, and I think the Tigers have taken their last timeout. Yes, 3:02 left in the game, and we'll take a timeout as well. It's 28-21 Carl Junction. You're watching Tiger football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Hetty Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. They're also home to our Retmo football show every Wednesday night. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ. New York Life agent Michael Weeks is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports and a supporter of all Republic students on the field and off. If you have financial questions, call him at 417-831-5230. Thanks to New York Life agent Michael Weeks for his support of Republic Tiger Sports.
Big third down play here, 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff. They're going to throw it. Nowhere to go. Under pressure. And the Tiger defense gets the sack. So instead of running it again, they try to throw. And they're hit for a loss all the way back near where the series started. It's going to be 4th and a little over 10, which I guess would be 11. And that means, well, I think it would mean a punt. They're going to take their time.
Yeah, the punt team's coming out.
So 16 seconds on the play clock, 2:26 left. It's going to be down to about 2:10 left in the game when the Tigers get it back. Kick is going to land and take a Carl Junction roll. They have gotten the brakes on the bounces in the second half. It's going to roll down to the 13-yard line. So 28-21 with 2:05 remaining. The Tigers will get the ball and a chance to put together a little game-winning drive here. Let's see what they can do.
One thing you got to remember is that Republic took their 3rd and final timeout.
Yep.
So that is definitely going to be something that they're going to have to keep in mind there. That if you are the ball carrier and you've got the opportunity to go out of bounds, if you can, to stop the clock, do it.
Yep, I would guess it is Beckner running onto the field. So 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. Tigers trailing by 7. They've got 4 wide receivers. Meads is in the backfield. And Beckner is snowed under and hit for maybe a slight loss. And the clock is going to continue to run. And they got to get back and get going in a hurry.
You got to throw the ball away there.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. Sophomore quarterback made the mistake of not getting rid of it in that situation. He's going to step up again. He's going to run it again. And again, nowhere to go. And that's twice that probably an opportunity to stop the clock.
Right. And our guys have got to get lined up in line of scrimmage. You got a couple of Republic Tigers just walking back.
Yeah.
And they don't quite get the concept of we're in a hurry-up offense right now.
Down at 1:13 left. They've gone 55 seconds. They've run 2 plays. So 3rd and 8. Beckner throws it, and it's too high. Well,
catch it?
On the deflection.
They did.
Yeah, they're signaling it was a catch, and he went out of bounds.
So it's 4th down. We'll have to watch that one again later. I didn't even see who came down with it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't see
I think
him
it's
come down.
85.
So Gregory, quick slant is incomplete. And that is going to do it. 52 seconds left, and they couldn't complete the little quick pass there to get the first down and keep the drive alive. And Carl Junction is going to come out and run out the clock. And they're going to escape here with a 28-21 win over Republic. Second year in a row, they will have beaten the Tigers down here. This much different game than the last one. Last one was in the 50s. This one, pretty low scoring. 28-21. One of those was a run back on a fumbled kickoff return. They take a knee, and they will have to do that one more time. .26 seconds left. And that should do it. So Rich Miles, the offense just had a tough time getting things going. Defense did enough to keep them in it, but just couldn't get the big play when they needed it down the stretch. Had an opportunity, but just fell a little bit short.
And one of the big things too is just how the second half started off. That third quarter, coming out of the locker room, giving up that fumble and the touchdown, really just kind of set the momentum there in the third quarter for Carl Junction to have a big quarter there.
So 28-21, Carl Junction gets the win. Tigers fall to 2-5. Carl Junction is now 3-4. We're going to take a break and be back to wrap up our broadcast after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Super Clean Car Wash is Republic's newest and best car wash, conveniently located right on Highway 60. And with their monthly memberships, it's easier than ever to keep your car clean with a quick stop on your way home from work. Super Clean Car Wash on Highway 60 in Republic. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
Tigers lose here tonight, 28-21. Hard-fought battle, but just came up a little bit short against the Bulldogs. And Rich Miles, it was just too much Carl Junction defense for the Tiger offense tonight.
Yes, you're exactly right. It was definitely a defensive battle for both teams, but the defense that can say that they came up with the bigger plays when it counted was the Carl Junction defense, and that our offense tonight just seemed like things just weren't clicking. That wasn't the Republic offense that we had seen, the first quarter of the season, where they were able to move the ball quite a bit there, and this is also the offense that was able to put up some big yardage even against a Webb City team. So whatever the case would be, the offense just kind of seemed out of sorts, and the defense for Republic did a good job. It's just there was just some missed opportunities there that Carl Junction was able to expand on, and that was the difference in the game right there. It wasn't a blowout game. It was a one-touchdown difference.
It was one of those games where the scoreboard was closer than the actual game. If you look at the total yards, Republic had 155 total yards of offense, and Carl Junction had 369. So, just, Tigers were not able to move the ball consistently, and then last drive, just kind of disappointing ending as they just looked just a step behind where they needed to be to put the ball in the end zone one last time and tie the game. 369 total yards for Carl Junction, and again, just 155 total yards of offense for the Tigers. Tigers fall to 2-5, and Carl Junction, as I mentioned, improves to 3-4. Good luck to the Lady Tigers softball team this weekend. They are in a tournament at Rolla. They were up there today, and they'll finish that up tomorrow. And then good luck to the Lady Tigers tennis team, as they will play in districts or in sectionals, team sectionals on Monday. Golf team is at districts on Monday, and district play starts with softball. That is home, and that will start next week as well. That's going to do it from Carl Junction. Once again, the final, Carl Junction 28, Republic 21. Thanks for watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports.